Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Just gonna do sound check before we get drunk. I can do all the sound checks in the world. Hey, it don't mean it's gonna be right now though. Hey, little sound check with the music. I know it sounds good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not gonna be here, but we're gonna pack 60 minutes worth of boulders into this conversation. And I am getting ready to go ahead and bring myself up on the stage, man. And I am excited about this for some reasons that I'll talk to y'all as soon as I get up here to the right thing. What it do? What it do? Welcome to Investing with Rod. It's your boy R.O.D., man. Just here. Happy to have my boy David joining me today from All About the Jacksons, man. And I'm going to tell y'all in a second why I decided to do this. Before I even go any further, for anybody that's watching the replay, anybody that's here now, people that come in, it is the middle of the day. I understand it's the middle of the Saturday. It's football season. I understand all the obstacles we're up against. I don't care if we got one person. If I could reach one and teach one, hopefully they can spread the word. So that's what we're here for. But I reached out to David because I make investments and I don't always post it. I can't post it or do a video on every investment that I make. It's almost impossible. But even on Instagram, when I do post it to the general public, I'll send a separate mention or whatever you call that stuff on Instagram to David and Anwar from Meet and I, because I know we all are like-minded and just want to excel. Now, what I want to do with this series, I don't want to show a bunch of charts. I got videos for that. I don't want to pull up a bunch of different stocks. I have videos for that. What I want to do with the Investing Simplified is exactly that. I want to keep investing simple, and I want to get the wheels turning for the people that may be facing a fear factor like I once was. And I'm going to talk about a fear factor that cost me $1.9 million. So I want to talk to people about how can I do this? We're going to get rid of hey, y'all, act like you got a chalkboard in your house with an eraser, because we about to erase this, my parents and my grandparents and my aunts and uncles and whoever else didn't know nothing about it. No more excuses, because we're going to know about it starting today. With that being said, without any further ado, I am getting ready to David. We ain't got to be all formal. Y'all call me Rod, PBT, GFE. I don't care what you call me. I just really need you to be listening and chime in the comments and type your butts off. That's what we're here for. And I'm telling you, if we get to a point, because David does have a family and he has to roll on and we still got things going, I'll carry this on. That's how serious I am about this. I don't care about, you can't super chat me because this channel's not monetized. You can't donate nothing because I ain't got no Cash App nowhere on here. This is all about the people getting the knowledge that I have and me sharing what I know, because a party of one is no fun. A party of five is a get together. But if everybody at the party, Rod ain't going to be bored no more, retired. Rod gonna have a whole lot of people he can choose to kick it with, because ain't nobody going to work no more. That's my goal. Let's rock and roll, baby. All right, David, you ready? Coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, my main man, David Jackson. What's going on, big dog? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing, man?
Woo, talking, man. This live number 2. I don't know if I ever did this before. If I did, I don't remember.
In one day?
Yeah, I did a live 8 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
Yeah, I never did one that early either, man. But it was with Mommy Trader, 31,000 subscribers. And when somebody of that magnitude said, hey, this is the time so I have available, I'm going to make myself available.
You got to do
that. And they said, Rod, it's Saturday, but I can do it by 5. I'm going to make myself available.
That's right. Absolutely.
I ain't gonna no excuses. No, I ain't going to be trying to decide which football game I'm watching.
Right,
hey,
right.
Thank you and your family. Thank Tanisha and Gracie for allowing me to have an hour of your time, an hour or less. And like I said, if I had to carry the torch, I will, man. I know people got lives. And
yes, sir.
And so you want to tell everybody, I'm going to stay on the screen. I ain't going to drop down and say no interview, man. You want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself? You don't have to. You can just say, I'm David from the Jacksons. I don't care what you say.
Okay, well, I'm Mr. Jackson from All About the Jacksons. And as you can see, I said we have our own family YouTube page. We would love for you to follow, subscribe, and we'll do the same right back. We have a family channel we've been at about a few years now. Well, we we do a bunch of different things. Whether we'll film myself on vacation, film myself just hanging out at a local restaurant, just kicking it, having a good time, just doing family things. So we'd love for you to just send us a follow, man.
Okay. Hey, y'all heard it, man. I'm telling you, I love their channel. Their daughter Gracie, who in my opinion is the star of the show. Man, I've been saying she was 5 since how old is she now? About 7 or 6?
7 now, yeah.
Yeah, I've been saying probably was 3. So smart, man, so intelligent. So y'all go check her out, man. I posted commented on Instagram the other day. Y'all have a superstar in the making. And when I post something, I mean it, man. It might not come out right, but I mean it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So, hey, let's talk about this thing, man. One of the things I want to get people in the frame of mind, we got 5 real homies in here. Do me a favor, man. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up. I meant to tell David after I talked to Joe Griffin the other day, I see keeping up the Griffins in here, Pipelines in here. What's up, Pipe? I know, man, Bitcoin is on the way you roll, man. I already know. We're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin today. I probably will, and not get deep into it. I ain't about to do no technicals. I'm just going to talk about why not, what my thoughts, and we'll move on. Before we go any further, Dave and I are not financial advisors. We're not fiduciaries. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Make sure you do your own research before you invest any of your hard-earned money. Take one more step. Do your own research. Consult with a licensed professional. If you're not comfortable, then invest your money. I'm an entertainer. They have a kids channel. We don't tell people what. I'm just taking y'all on a journey, and I ain't even doing that today. But on this channel, we take you on a journey of how Rod is investing his money, not giving advice. All right, now we got all that out the way. So I want to start off with the myth. A couple of, and one of the things I wanted to talk about today, number one, and I want to get David's opinion on this. I don't have any extra money to invest. That's number one. And number two, I don't know how to invest if I had the money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have you ever heard anybody say either of those?
To be honest, no. I have not heard. Well, I haven't heard anybody say I don't have the money, but I have heard people say, "Well, I don't know how to invest." So there's different exchanges that you can go on to use to invest, whether that's through Coinbase, whether it's Trust Wallet. I forgot a few of the other ones, but I use Trust Wallet and Coinbase, and those are two of the easiest ones for me to use. But Coinbase is much easier to use than Trust Wallet. Now, as far as not having money to invest, I think we can find some money to invest. If you every day, if you're going to McDonald's or you're going to buy fast food or you buying cigarettes or whatever it is that you may buy, take that money and use it and invest it in the crypto, because this is going towards your future. Like I said, not financial advice, but for me, that's what kind of changed my mindset. Hey, if I'm gonna use this money right here to go and buy a pair of shoes, forget the shoes. Let's take this money and invest it into some type of cryptocurrency. Watch it grow in the next few years, and let's see what happens.
And notice, and I'm going to touch on that in a minute. Notice David mentioned invest in cryptocurrency and Coinbase. And Coinbase is a platform where they trade cryptocurrencies. It's very easy to use. I use Coinbase. I have several. I have Trust Wallet. I probably have them all, or I've had them all. And there are some that are tougher than others, and there are some that are seriously, I guarantee you, an 8-year-old probably could do it before an 18-year-old could do it, or a 28-year-old. So they're that easy, and the kids are that smart these days. But I do want to touch on not having enough money. I've had people say, I don't have enough money yet. And y'all, what I'm saying, I don't want to offend nobody. Y'all know, man, I'm real. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I like sugar and Kool-Aid and coffee. I don't drink Kool-Aid no more, and I drink coffee, but I don't put that much sugar in it no more. So we have extra money, and we just don't realize it, because how many times have you been in a conversation? I ain't never even been to no day party. I think I went to one with one of my homies recently, about a year ago. But I went to the day party. We going over to the brunch, or we go, man, you know where I'm going to brunch at? I'm going to brunch wherever they got brunch and I can invest some money. If I can't do both, I'm not saying every time it's time to go out to eat, but if you go to brunch 2 to 4 times a month, skip one of them times.
Mm-hmm.
And because I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been there. Don't look at this dude and see these different hats every live stream and these different hats every video and think, oh, I ain't got it now.
Mm-hmm.
But don't think that I'm sitting over here on some kind of hill and I got $1 million and $1 gazillion. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
It's a word that's synonymous with investing or saving, however you want to look at it. And that is sacrifice. I don't mean give up life. I don't mean don't buy yourself no gift. Don't buy yourself nothing. But you know what? I did a video not long ago, a short actually. If you ride around and put something in a shopping cart and ride around Ross, Marshalls, that's where I go. I don't be all up at Dolce and Gabbana and all that. I go to Ross and Marshalls. If you riding around, I guarantee you by the time you get through that store, roll over a couple clothes that still fell on the floor and stand in that long line that they're going to have at the front. Having that stuff in your shopping cart, you're going to realize you don't even want no more.
That's true. That's true.
And don't take it out that door. If you even think you don't want it, throw it out. But what I would do, I'm going to tell y'all something I would do. Let's say what I threw out cost $5. I ain't going to run and try to invest $5. But what I am going to do is throw that $5 t-shirt I got, and I'm going to take 2 of them 5 and go invest and keep the other 3 and probably go get me a Slurpee and celebrate my victory.
Right. That's it. Yeah, man.
Can't save. I just told you an easy way to do it. $5. I guarantee you, you do that every time you go to the store. By 2 months, you might have $30.
Well, like you said, it's about a sacrifice, and you got to be disciplined enough to see through it and be able to say, look, I don't need this right here, right now, but I'm going to put this into crypto for my future. Mm-hmm. And what made me really see that, man, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, my brother passed away in 2020. Wow. Me and my brother, we used to always say, man, like, how can we get involved in something that can help our money grow? How can we do something? And we can never figure it out. And you know, he passed away before I figured out about crypto. Mm-hmm. And I wish he was still here to see now that, you know, we can make this investment probably in the next few years, 5 years or whatever, less than 10, we possibly could see 6 figures, possibly could see $1 million, depending on how much we've took the time to invest.
And that's so like, and I'm sorry to hear about your loss, man. And it is amazing. That reason I say it's amazing because that's one of the reasons I started investing. I lost my mother when I was 22. And my father was a professional man of the streets, and he wasn't like the ladies of the street. He was a drug addict. Let me just call a spade a spade. So who am I gonna call? Last time I ain't found a phone yet I can call heaven, and I don't think a person that's a drug addict gonna be able to help me. Not with no financial situation, unless we both end up in jail because they go rob somebody. So I was put in a position that I really had to say, how am I going to fend for myself? And when I was put in this position, y'all, I couldn't save $100 for nothing. I'd get to $98 and some would come up that cost $97, like a bill or a tire or something. And that ever happened to you, David? Some come up
all the time.
When I found out about this stock market, I said it take 3 to 5 days to get my money back. Perfect. By that time, I don't even need the money no more. I found another way to get it. I'd have borrowed it or whipped it out or whatever. And that started my discipline. That me putting money away that's mine and can't get it when I need it or want it forced me to create a habit and discipline where I could now continue, because anything we do, I don't know what science say 21 days. You may be different, everybody different. But if we create a habit and do it a certain amount of time, it becomes normal.
Right.
Don't do like me. Don't depend on yourself to put your money into wherever. Do a recurring withdrawal or a deposit out of your check. That way you don't miss it.
That's a good idea.
And don't be over here talking about, I would be able to go to concert if I wasn't investing them $25 every month. Man, no. Whoever that concert gonna be at another concert, or they gonna fade out. One of the two. Who cares?
And they have that option too. I think Coinbase has that option where you can just do a recurring payment, however you want to do it, whether it be every month, every 2 weeks. You can do that. It could be $50, it could be $100. You can just have it coming out where you won't even see it, but it's going right into that cryptocurrency.
Speaking of crypto, David talking about crypto, and I'm about to get on crypto right now, y'all. And we're gonna start with how much does it cost to invest? Do y'all know Coinbase, which is crypto, and Robinhood, which is crypto and stocks and ETFs, you can invest with as little as $1? Not on Coinbase. I'm sorry, Coinbase you can't. Coinbase, I want to say you need 5 or 10. You can't once you get in there.
Yeah,
but you gotta transfer at least $5 or $10.
Right, you gotta start something.
With Robinhood, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. If I got $2, I'll transfer $2. They don't know me. They ain't gonna see me. I don't care. Rod transfer $2. I can't. They probably wanted me so they can take me out of it. So.
Right.
But $1.
Mm-hmm.
$1, man. And if you get the mindset that you own, let's say Bitcoin. We're going to talk about crypto right now. It's my brother calling me. Let's talk about crypto right now. I'm telling y'all right now, people are afraid of crypto.
They are.
And I will say, it's the way of the future.
It is.
Whether you're afraid of it or not.
Right.
If you don't understand it, and I'm not saying subscribe to me. You may want to watch the videos in the bushes with some binoculars, as long as your ears you can hear me, because I'm gonna break it down. Notice I ain't done a crypto video in a while on purpose, because I want to take it from the lowest molecule and I'm gonna take people up, but I want to have a plan for this. And I'm gonna be still talking about other crypto, but I'm only gonna do this little plan with Bitcoin. But I'm telling you, you can make money.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is have I ain't talking about us now, I'm talking about the go.
Right.
Money can be made.
Mm-hmm.
It's backed by gold. As long as there's gold, there's money.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 21 million Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm.
Supply, 21 million. Demand, about 8 billion people, I think, something like that in the world. 8 billion is way more than 21 million. And if everybody just get one Bitcoin, which is pretty tough because they're like 100-some thousand a piece, but it's doable.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to get sucked up so fast. But let me take y'all a step further. Let's say Rod, and I can't speak for David, but I'm going to say the average American can't just run out and buy one Bitcoin at $100,000 like it's nothing. I can't do it.
No.
But I tell you who can do it, and they are doing it. The big institutions.
Right.
The big banks. Why do you think they're coming up with these? You can't put crypto in an IRA, in a Roth account, an individual retirement account. You can't put crypto in there. But you can put exchange traded funds. You can't put stocks in there. So they've created Bitcoin exchange traded funds. They've created Ethereum exchange traded funds. Now they're working on Solana and XRP.
Mm-hmm.
So big bank take little bank. They got the money. They can go. It's only like 2 million left, ladies and gentlemen. And when they run out, I read it in several places. All you need is 0.1 of a Bitcoin. You don't even need one, and you could be set. I think they said by 2035. I forgot who they was. I don't know what crystal ball they got, but just in case they right, I'm gonna be right there at the point.
Right.
If they wrong, oh well, I got me some Bitcoin. But if they right, I ain't gonna be that person that's sitting there saying, "Man, I should have listened." Because you know who was that person that should have listened? Ra was that person that should have listened and bought more Bitcoin when it was 16,000 a coin. Ra
known about
was that person that should have listened when a young man at the car dealership that he worked with said, "Ra, you ought to buy some Bitcoin," but because Ra was scared and didn't know anything about it, said, "No, man, I don't mess with no Bitcoin. I don't need that." And then 2 years later, he pulled out the same phone, stopped me, because we had swapped dealerships, but we still worked next to each other and said, hey, Rod, let me show you something. Did you ever get some Bitcoin? I finally did, man. I've been wanting to tell you. He said, let me show you. Remember I told you you should get it back then? Let me show you what happened. $1.9 million. Oh, God. The guy was 31 years old.
Wow.
This is a true story. This is not me making this up.
Oh, man.
But what happened? What happened is why me and David are here today.
Right.
Is people that were fearful like Rod was.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't greedy. I was fearful, and I ain't try to learn it. I had all the resources. I had Google University and YouTube State College at my disposal. I didn't need no library card. I didn't need no financial assistance. I didn't need no Pell Grant. All I needed was a computer, walk my butt to Starbucks. And this right here is a computer. Walk in Starbucks, sit down, don't even need no Wi-Fi, and can look up crypto all day long. And if I get cool enough with them, get a free cup of coffee while I'm at it.
And you're so right, man. It's a lot of, you know what, I'm going to tell you like this. It's a lot of us, we are afraid to invest. And not just Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, because I'm going to tell you something. I tell a lot of people about crypto. And when I talk to them about it, they say, I don't know. It sounds like it might be a scam, or I don't know. Let me tell you, man. I don't come from a background of family with money. So, you know, our family, and they did the best they could. Our family taught us, hey, go to college, get your 4-year degree, and you get a good career. You have a good job. There's nothing wrong with that. But I believe that, you know, if my family didn't know about stocks and so forth like that, and they would have taught me that, then I would have invested in it. I could be in a different financial position than I am right now. So like you said, this is why we're here now, to let people know, not financial advice, but just giving you a little bit of bug in your ear and say, hey, look, cryptocurrency is the future. This is the time now to sit down, research, and try to invest. You might not have enough to really do Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up there, it's high, but you got other ones that's right behind it that, hey, if you start now, throwing money in there every 2 weeks when you get paid, or every month at the end of the month, you start throwing money in there at the end of the month when you get paid, you can get a decent amount of I'm gonna just use, for example, XRP. You get a decent amount of XRP within the next 5 years. You said the young man showed you he had $1.9 million in there. Could you imagine that? You invested that money today that you spend on McDonald's or whatever stuff extra money you spend money on, but instead you put that in crypto. In the next 3 to 5 years, you look at your phone, you got $1.9 million. That can go towards retirement. That can go buy you a new house. It can pay off all your bills, whatever you need. But not financial advice, just putting a little bug in your ear.
Hey, man, and notice I got quiet because David is, you know, he started out by saying people don't want to invest because they don't want to lose money, man. We lose money every day, man. Seriously, I'm gonna give you an example. I had a good sandwich yesterday. It was real good. I got full, went to sleep. I'm hungry again. It's gone. It's gone now. And I got a large one. I guarantee you I was full of that. I could have saved half the money and invested it, but I just had to have me a large one. But you have to put yourself in a mindset. And I want to say it while I got 8 people in here. I had a young man that asked me, and I'm going to tell y'all my mentality. He said, hey, Rob, why do you invest? People always, we were at the dealership. People always telling you about investing, and you always answer them, and you take the time to talk to them. Why do you invest? I said, I'm not going to give y'all the whole story. I do that on a different live because we're on a time constraint here. I said, I'm going to tell you something, young man. I invest because everything you and everybody else in this planet do on a daily basis, well, I don't worry about the planet, but in this country, I want to get paid. That's my goal. He said, what? You're crazy. That's okay. And I walked him from the time he got out of his bed and got in his car and drove to work. And he stopped at 2 places and made me money in 5 different places, including Visa, Chase, Starbucks, the Exxon station that he stopped at, and McDonald's.
Wow.
And you know what I just said? He said, well, I said, man, by the time you figure it out, I'll be back, man. I'd be made $20 more by the time you figure this out, you know. So let's get into crypto, man. back to it, 21 million of them. Sometimes it ain't too many people on this planet that hasn't bought something and not quite understood.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a phone. It could be, you may not understand everything. I got a phone right now and had it a year and I don't know everything. I got a car out there. I don't know everything it do.
Yeah.
I pressed the button last night. It said self-driving mode. I pressed the button again. It was close by and prayed I was still on the road. I didn't know what it did. Mm-hmm. But take $10, $100, take 10 a month and get up to 100. This is Rod telling Rod. Rod ain't telling y'all. Mm-hmm. Rod, take $10, get up to 100, and then don't put no more in the Bitcoin. See what that $10 do. Lisa brought it up right here. And I want to point out what I hope I'm saying this right. Portola said. Let me see. I saw it. I start. Here we go. Right here. FBTC. That is the symbol for Fidelity's Bitcoin ETF. Anybody can get it. Anybody. I got some of it. I bet you it ain't too many you can put up here. I ain't got. Last night. Now let me ask you. I'm gonna ask y'all in the comments. If you was awake, if you was asleep, I know you're out the game. But if you was awake last night about 11:30 your time, I don't care where you live, East Coast, West Coast, Caribbean, what was you doing at 11:30 last night? Just put it in the comments. I mean, now if you were doing something wild, this is I don't say sleep. But if you popcorn, if you was watching Netflix, I'm just curious. What was y'all doing at 11:30? And I'm gonna go over some of these comments. Hey, Bertolo said I put my crypto ETF in my self-directed IRA, meaning self-directed. He's controlling. It's self-directed. It's exact. Some of these words we see them and they look big, but they self-directed. It's exactly what it said. Good evening, brother Rod. Hey, Etta. Hey, everybody. I want to thank everybody for being here. Meet and I said facts. Lisa J. Stocks is in the house. Y'all check out Lisa. She does have a channel. Matter of fact, I texted Lisa last night because I went to look at some of her stuff. And I said, man, she did a video in a couple of days. Lisa, you all right? I literally texted seriously to check on her. I didn't care if she had did a video at that point. I wanted to make sure she was all right. Hey, Patello said, I just bought Solana right now. Robinhood stakes it. Yeah, I could have told y'all that. You want to know what stake it is? Let me tell you how your boy double dipping. Not only am I flipping pancakes, I'm double dipping them in the batter. I know people ask me, Rod, how the heck you run 3-4 channels, do all this investment? Because you know what? I'm like, Tommy, you ain't got no job, and I maximize my time. Not too good, but I'm trying. But anyway, seriously, y'all, staking, what he's talking about right here. It's certain crypto. It's like a CD. Don't think of a savings account. Think of a certificate of deposit. You have your crypto at Robinhood. You just press a button. I want to stake it. You can stake however much you want. Let's say $10. Right now, Robinhood, I forgot what the exact number. I know Kraken is like 5 to 9%. I want to say Robinhood is like 4.72% because I was looking at it the other night. You say stake, they'll lock your money up or bond it. They call it bonding or staking. It's all the same. Lock up, bond, stake. Same thing. But every crypto has a different staking period. Solana right now with Robinhood, I want to say is 2 to 3 days. So when you hit unstake, it's going to take 2 to 3 days to get your money. Once you get your money, you've made interest. Not only are you making this ain't like no bank. This here is some high-flying stuff. Mm-hmm. You put your money in the bank, you're gonna make interest on the money in the bank. But you put your money in this staking stuff. I ain't telling you what you do, I'm just telling you what Rod do. Rod put his money, he staked his Solana like this Portola just did. Not only is he making money while Solana go up, but he's making interest on the Solana that he got staked. Mm. Give me 2 scoops of Fruit Loop, baby, and call me in the morning. I'm telling you, man, and people say, how you doing? How you over here doing that? How you not working at 53? Because I was busting my ass at 43.
Mm. And see, another thing, Rod, a lot of times what I think too is people don't understand it. So when they don't understand it, that's what really scares them as well. They don't understand what staking means. They don't understand all what the numbers are. It just confuses people. And they're like, nah, I don't want to deal with it. Nah, leave me alone. And that's fine. I understand. But I'm telling you, you don't want to look at this and regret it. Like just right now, where a lot of the cryptocurrency is right now. Just think about, I don't know, let's say like 15, 20 years ago when Amazon first came out or Apple first came out. Just think if you had the opportunity to invest in those right now and seeing where they are right now, how much money you could have made. That's what cryptocurrency is right now with the XRP, with Solano, with Cardano. It's certain ones that's very their prices is reasonable. You can invest a few $100s every few months or so and get a decent amount of coins. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Not financial advice, but don't miss out on this opportunity, y'all, because in the next few years, you're gonna see some people and say, whoa, how such and such got that big old house, or man, such and such retired at 40. How he did that? How she did that? Wow, she driving that type of car, and she was just working a regular job not too long ago. She made some investments in the cryptocurrency. Now it's paying off for her.
Facts. And what I'm gonna do the rest of the time? We've been on here about 30 minutes. So I want to just pick David's brain. I've done way more talking than I expected to, but I have a lot of passion for this, man. But so David, y'all have a 7-year-old daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot. It's hard enough for us to save for ourselves. It's just me. My daughters are grown. I have grandchildren. It's hard enough for Rod to save for Rod. And I can only imagine when you have a spouse and a child, because now you add more mouths to feed. How do you find a way? And I'm assuming, I don't know, and you correct me if I'm wrong, but how does a person with a child, young child right now in today's world, I can't talk about when I had kids, how do they find a way to invest for their children's future?
Well, I mean, like I said, it's about sacrifice. And for me and my wife, we both have invested in the crypto. But what I do a lot of time, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like my job, we have overtime sometimes, and it'd be so much available. I know it's sacrificing time away from home, spending with my family. But you got to understand this overtime. When I get that money, it's gonna go into XRP, or it's gonna go into one of the other cryptos that I'm invested in, because I want enough coins to where it reaches $1. Hey, I'm sitting on this amount of money. It's just tough, but I make the sacrifice. Like I said, I work the overtime, or we do it together. I say, hey, wifey, look, let's try to. I'll do 100 in this month, and you do 100 this month, and just throw that in XRP. That's $200. So all right, we'll make the sacrifice. Let's do it. So wow. The sacrifice is what we've been doing to get what we have as far as in crypto.
And that's not, that is the sacrifice of our sacrifice. When you sacrifice time,
right,
away from family, wife and kid, husband, kid, whatever, just your spouse. If you don't have children yet, that's a huge sacrifice. But I tell you, that sacrifice, if you do what David's doing, could be worth it, because it will be worth it when you get years down the road, man, and you say, you know what, man, I'm tired. Like I did, I'm tired of this. Ain't nobody else gonna ever tell me your services ain't no longer required. Me, tell me thank you for the opportunity. What am I going to? I tell myself that, hey, Rod, thank you for the opportunity. You're welcome, Rod, and that's how it's gonna be now.
Right.
But what David's doing right now is a sacrifice. But man, let's say 10 years, 5 years from now, him and Tanisha, Grace over wherever Jay-Z be going on, like Centro Pay or wherever it's called. I don't even know where it is, and I don't travel the world.
Me either.
That's the beauty of it, man.
Right.
So,
the beauty of it.
Now,
the end result of it all, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Be able to say, all right, yeah, these past 3 years, it may have been tough. I worked a lot of overtime, and you're not saying I do it all the time, because they say when it's time, like this weekend, this is my time. I'm home with my family this weekend. No overtime this weekend. I could have, but I decided, no, I'm gonna stay home with my family.
And y'all, that's why I'm talking fast, and that's why I'm being quiet, let him talk, because when he said he would do it, and he said I got Saturday off, he didn't have to tell me nothing else. I know he's a family man. I know how he is. I knew it was a blessing that he said, yeah, and I'm sticking. I got 25 minutes of David, and if I have to keep going, I will. Because there is some things I may want to get out, and we may get it done in 25 minutes. I don't know. But David, let me ask you a question from your perspective. Which is the problem? Income, how much money we make, or how much money we spend?
It's how much money we spend. How much money we spend? We spend it on junk, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I remember at one point I had maybe like 25 pair of shoes, man. You know, and each of them costing over $150 a piece. Like, I got that many shoes. Come on, man. It was wasted money when I could have had that money, like I said, invested it into anything, whether it's stocks, you know, could have been doing something with that money. Now, to be honest, I don't even have half those shoes. They're gone. I don't know where they at.
David, I just moved, man, and I got a garbage bag because I refuse to throw them away. I'm gonna wear them at least once. I got a garbage bag full of shirts in the garage apartment that I took out my walk-in closet that got tags on them.
Man,
oh, I was embarrassed, and it was just me.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed. It was just me in the house moving.
Yeah. Wow, man.
A garbage bag, y'all. I ain't talking about no little bit. I'm talking about a garbage bag, 2-ply. Of something like David said, he didn't even wear half those shoes.
They gone. I don't know where them shoes at, man. Them shoes gone, man. They gone.
I can't speak on what Biggie said, more money, more problems. I can't speak on that because I don't know about that. Now, I will tell you this, you ain't going to be happy behind money. But money can solve some problems. Like you ain't got to worry about no bills, nobody repo in your car. It can help you out. But I will say, man, income versus spending. You can make 6 figures, and I can attest to this. The more money you make, the more you will spend.
Yep, that's true.
Why you think so many rich people right now in debt, broke? They rich. They got 6-figure job, broker than any of us ever could be.
That's true. Spending, right? They're spending on things that they never. Oh, I could never afford this. I'm gonna go buy this. I remember I couldn't have this type of stuff like that. I'm gonna go buy all of it. Like, nah, man, you better you better live like you still was before. You know, manage that money, invest that money, put that money in a CD. Like, figure out some ways that you can keep money coming in and not just always going out.
You bring up a good point, David, and I want to get you to elaborate on what you just said, y'all. I have a video. I can't remember if I've done it and need to edit it, but it's coming. It's coming probably this week. Well, I think I kind of did it. Earned income and passive income. You can have what David just said, and I want David to. I'm just going to lay the foundation here and let him build a house. You can have income. I mean, a pile of money, no income, just a pile of money. And let's say 5 million, that money gonna run out. If you don't have income, money coming in, earned income, I don't care how you're earning it legally, whether you got a side hustle, a part-time job, full-time job, but if you don't have something coming in, that's why I talk dividends and passive income, because you always want some. Right now, I have a portfolio on side of the portfolios. I ain't gonna tell you too much, but it's called my real estate portfolio. Guess what? It ain't a building in it. Ain't no property in it. But what it is some investments that's paying me every month on different days. Like I got some property and my tenants are paying me every month. Y'all see how Rod has created his own Rodverse.
Wow.
Not the metaverse, not the universe. I have my own Rodverse. I have property that ain't even really property, but I've created an illusion to receive income as if I have property because I had the excuse. I didn't want the headache of a property. Well, guess what, Rod? You ain't got no headache now. Now, what's your excuse? So, David, pile of money. Do you believe you can give, somebody can give the Jacksons, all of y'all, a pile of money right now, $10 million. And from now to the end of time, it'll be 150. Y'all be good. Nothing else, you get nothing else. All that you get is that 10 million.
No, absolutely not. It'll be going too quick. We have to figure out a way to generate income still coming in some way or another. You know, my wife does a lot of things. She does digital marketing where she's does different things like creating websites and helping people create their Facebook page and stuff like that. And that's how she generates income as well. You know, we're going to figure out ways to make money still come in. But 10 million, nah, not these days. Not the way these groceries set up. 10 million will be gone within the next 2 years is gone.
Man, I went to the grocery store the other day to get a bag of chips, and I left with nothing. It was $5.99. I couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't, man. I just couldn't. I remember when they was 3, it just didn't make sense. I mean, why? Did the potatoes go up? Did the grease go up? I mean, why?
It just continues to go up. It seemed like every year it seemed like it's just going up. So you definitely have to figure out a way to continue to bring income in. Whether you take that money and you invest it in a real estate, you invest it into other cryptocurrencies. You know what a lot of people making money off of too? They're making money off of meme coins. You heard of a exchange called Pump Fund? It's called Pump Fund. What a lot of people are doing is they're going into those, and these little meme coins, when they first come out, they may drop a couple $1,000s on it, and they're just trading. They're trading. They may have it may go up after they drop a few thousand on it, and they may see 5,000 in the next month, and they just take that money and just keep going just like that. Do another cryptocurrency the same way, and keep doing another one, and they're getting rich like that.
And that's why it's good to have cash, and that's one of the challenges I face. It's good to have what they call some of the guys like Larry Jones and Kenan Grace. They call it dry powder, which is money laying around ready to invest when the market is at their level of when they're ready to buy. I was on Instagram today, and somebody said that the market just was hurting. And then listen to Shalise. This is a question I want y'all to think about. Could you lose 20% of your savings right now and be all right? I just want y'all to, you don't have to answer. I want to let that marinate. I got to answer the question. Nobody answered what I was doing at 11:30. I got 17 minutes left, and I got to make this quick. So Shalise lost $20,000 the other day in a day. I lost 12 grand in a week during when the pandemic first happened, and I didn't really trip. I a little bit, but not really. Now that I look back on it, but could you afford to lose 20% of what you have? Most people can't.
Nah.
So that's a big number. But start with, can you afford to lose 5%? The reason I say 25% of $100 is $5. That's not gonna really impact, but you lose 20 of 100, you're gonna feel it. That's a difference. You don't need to think millions and billions. Think $100. If I lose $20 of 100, that's a big chunk of change.
It is.
I don't think in big scales, y'all. I think I'm that dude that I remember. I kicked a lady out of my house back in the mid-90s. She came to my house. I had some recycling in the corner, because in California you can recycle your cans and get money. And she laughed. She said, "Oh, you recycle cans and you keep it in the house?" I said, "Yeah, you know what? Because they're turning to pennies, and pennies turn to dollars, and dollars turn into." And I went into my little apartment, pulled out my safe, pulled out a $15,000 cashier check that I hadn't even deposited.
Wow.
I said, "Take a good look at it as you walk out the door. Get out of here." But I think small.
Right.
Small, because why do I think small? Because nothing was given to me. I had to start small.
Right. Yeah. You have to start small. You got to start somewhere.
I still move small. Y'all think I move big. Yeah, I just bought a Genesis, but I wrote, do you know the car I had before that was a 2013? That was 12 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So I want to read what Lisa said. Lisa said, "It's not a loss. We're just waiting for us to recover." And y'all, I want to imagine, she probably wouldn't tell me, but I know Lisa probably lost. Matter of fact, Lisa was the reason I started looking at my stuff last night. Because when I texted her, she said, "Ooh, it was a rough day." I said, "Yeah, it was." Wait a minute, maybe it was rougher than I thought. I looked at crypto today. Crypto, man, I keep my phone do not disturb, David. It starts saying, "This is down. Sui's down. This is down." That's what I did.
That's okay.
But I transferred money over and started buying like crazy.
It's a good buying opportunity. That's all.
Y'all, well, look at this here. Lisa, one index fund. That's the S&P 500 for Fidelity. It $5,000 in a day.
Wow.
3 bags is $15 tip money. See, man, I went to California. They told me that I went to a grocery store in California. They said, they run around. I said, well, why is it so high? They said, all those bags are 10 cents a bag. I said, really? I poured everything out the bag and put it in the shopping cart. Y'all got
right. You leave that bag there, right? Yeah.
But as long as we have no choice in a lot of instances, but as long as we let these people do what they want to do, they gonna keep doing it. If you let me think of a kid. If a kid let you thump you up, if you're a kid and you thump a kid upside the head every day when you go to school, he let you do it, you gonna do it every day till you hit you in the mouth.
Every day. Nothing's gonna stop them. That's right.
So David, man, I don't even want to go to full length. I just want to let you say anything else you may have to say, and we can get ready to get up out of here. These gonna be informal. I don't want them long and drawn out, ladies and gentlemen. I want them to be short. So anybody that's watching the replay, I apologize. This is the first one, and I'm probably going to ask David in the future to come back because
absolutely.
My mouth got to running, man, and and I didn't even touch on a lot of stuff I wanted to touch on, but I also don't want to take this over an hour, man. So, David, you got anything you want to add, or?
Once again, I mean, not financial advice for anybody, but again, if you're looking to get into crypto, do your research, okay? And the top dog right now is Bitcoin. If you want to get into Bitcoin, that's fine. I would say yes, absolutely. Invest in it because it's gonna go up. Right now, everything kind of went down right now, but it's gonna go back up. It's gonna go up high. One that I know everybody's been hearing about, XRP. You definitely want to take a look at that one. Like you said, save some money or whatever you got to do. Sacrifice, take some money, invest into some XRP. Not financial advice. There's one, and I want you to take a look at this one too, Rod. It's called Toshi.
I think, did you send me a message about that one?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Toshi's doing really good because Toshi is ran by the owner of Coinbase. Toshi is his coin. He created that coin. And that coin, it has its own website where you can create your own meme coin. You can create your own meme coin and start selling, making money off your own coin.
Really, Toshi? That might make me want to ride coin.
There you go.
Ain't nobody gonna buy it. I can't even get nobody to subscribe. How am I get somebody to buy a coin?
Listen, when you go on there, right? When you go on that exchange and you see the different names of the coins that they have, the meme coins, you're gonna be like, people are really buying this coin? Yes, they're buying it. They got all type of crazy names that you never heard of. Toshi is doing really well, and it just got listed on several major exchanges. It's listed on Coinbase, so you can buy it on Coinbase, but it just got listed on got listed on Binance Alpha, Binance Futures. They're waiting for it to get listed on Binance, the mega Binance. When it gets listed on that, it's gonna go up. But right now, it's like 3 zeros away from $1.
Wow.
But I've been investing in that for a little while now, so I got a nice chunk, and I'm just waiting. You got ones out there like Cardano. Like I said, do your research. Do your research and just start investing a little bit at a time.
I had David, it's funny because I had a conversation earlier with someone. I did a video on this, and I want to word this the right way. The time we spend watching one person and worried about one person's move, I would watch a couple other different people. And I would still watch that one person because y'all got to read between the lines or DM me or join my Patreon, and I might tell you there, but I probably need to find another method. But it's moves that's being made where everything's written on the wall. All you have to do is look at what's going down.
That's right.
And like crypto, man, ain't no way all these people back in crypto, they ain't gonna let it go down and go to zero. Exactly. Not the right ones. Now, if you go get in the meme coin, which I'm going to talk about this not today, but the next time, I want to talk about fear of missing out and people chasing an investment just because Rod talking about it today, David talking about it today, and we're not even financial advisor or other content creators talking about, don't do that, man. Do your research because it could go up and down, especially crypto. It can go up and down. By the time you did your research, it went up. People that made their money, it's back down, and you ain't gonna make nothing.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, this is the last thing I'm gonna say before I get out of here. I'm sitting in an apartment right now. I walked out of a 4-bedroom house and I left every piece of furniture there. I wanted to start fresh. I gave it away. I didn't sell it. I left 2-bedroom sets. I gave away a dinette set, a dining room set, a living room set, coffee table. I gave away all kind of stuff. And I furnished this little 1-bedroom apartment. And it's not huge. It ain't itty bitty, but it ain't huge, with XRP.
Wow.
The very crypto David is talking about. I'm not telling nobody to go buy it. I'm just telling you what happened to me. I bought it at 27 cents. So every time I bought a $1 worth, I was getting 4. And sometimes I got up to about 1,500 in one account. I had them everywhere, but in one account, I said, man.
Wow.
Right now, people are freaking out. I saw somebody today talking about just cussing all on social media because it said 270 or something like that. I'm still 10 times my money. I ain't mad. I'm wondering, do I need to go buy something else? Y'all, when I say front, sectional, recliner, 55-inch, 50-inch, bedroom set, including dresser, everything that go in the bathroom except a tub, because it was already there, all bought with XRP.
Wow.
None of my money.
Yes.
No money was. It's just interesting, whatever.
There you go.
But would I have been able to do that had I not put myself in that position?
Right. Just think if you would have spent that money on something else at that time.
The last thing I'm going to say, and I promise this last thing, I was broke in 2010, and I walked into my walk-in closet, and I had about 4 minimum. Well, probably more than that. We're going to say about $10,000 worth of clothes. Not even getting to the shoes. And those $10,000 worth of clothes right then at that moment equated to nothing. I looked at my wallet. I had $4. I had 2 days to payday. And I had to make a choice. Do I eat? Or do I get some gas to go to work? This was 2010. This wasn't like 1980. Obviously, I got the gas because I needed to make money. But I promised if I ever got out that situation, I would never revisit it again. Took a while. It didn't happen overnight. I had repo letters on my door. Not repo, eviction notices, repo man chasing me. This was 2010. And in the words of Antoine Fisher, here I am, still standing, still strong. Stronger than ever. Now I'm telling other people about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to read these last things, man. Can you spell the name of the coin? Hey, how you spell that, David?
What is it, Toshi?
Yeah.
Toshi.
Hey, Dr. Carolyn, man, thank you for being here. Hey, whoever, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to All About the Jacksons.
Yes, please do.
You can find Mr. Jackson, Tanisha, and Gracie, because he do say that over there, Chad. I'm Mr. Jackson.
Yeah.
Y'all, they are hilarious. I can't wait till they do more content because every Friday, I allotted Friday to watch them.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe to Investment with Rod. I'm just trying to break it down, man. I'm not trying to sound smart. Just so y'all know, I have a degree in finance. That don't mean I got to use big words. I'm using words that people understand.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
The words that I understand. Like, let's get paid. Let's make some money. Let's not be broke. Let's break these curses. Those are words I understand. I don't need to be over here talking about fiscal charts and moon planet years, and I don't need to be talking about.
Yeah, I don't understand none of those charts anyway. But I'm gonna tell you another thing too, man. I want people to think about this. Every few years or so, there's a shift and there's a change. I may be telling my age here a little bit, but I remember when the internet first came out, and people were saying that's gonna be evil. It's gonna be the devil. And look what's happened now with the internet, how it's branched off to so many different things. And now people have made millions of dollars. They've made millions off of the internet.
I'm laughing, y'all, because I was that person that said it was the devil.
Now, with cryptocurrency, there's so many people that's scared. I don't want to do it, man. That sounds evil. Listen, it's going to make a lot of people millionaires, but you got to invest. You can't be scared. Scared money don't make no money. You got to invest.
And you got to be patient. You got to have perseverance.
Got to be patient.
And you can't invest $1 you can't afford to lose. You can't invest $1 that you got to run back and get.
Right. Don't invest more than you can't that you're not willing to lose.
Right.
You might lose a little bit. When you don't expect to put $10 in it and you're expecting that you're going to be a millionaire next year. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You're going to have to put a little bit of money there. You have to make a sacrifice, but the sacrifice will pay off. But do your research. Do your research first.
If you want to guarantee you ain't gonna really see no money in your account, look at it every day. But if you put it in there and don't look at it for a little while, go back, you'll be like, whoa, where did this happen? Hope I ain't missing nothing. Hope it didn't go down. But it's a great feeling, man. I'm gonna tell y'all one of the greatest feelings, whether you're a family, because at the end of the day, a family is supposed to come together as one, or you're an individual. When you, as a family or an individual, look at each other or yourself and say, I don't have to depend on nobody outside of this household. We got this.
That's right.
I got this. Ain't nobody gonna tell me no. Ain't nobody gonna be trying to take mine or what I work for, my house, my car. I don't care if you rent the apartment. You paying rent to live there. Don't put yourself in a position where whoever the heck they is, control the narrative.
Right.
You control the narrative.
That's right.
You control the story. I want to read these last two. We're going to get out here. Hey, I definitely appreciate that David took time.
Thank you. I appreciate having me on, man, for real.
To come on. It's great to hear from a person without a finance channel. This is very relatable. Thank you both. Rod, this was brilliant. Man, the girl don't make me start crying. Etta like my sister. Because I didn't know if it was going to be no brilliant.
Yeah,
I always have a vision. I'm gonna tell you, man. Sometimes these glasses don't work because my visions don't turn out right.
Yeah,
but
thank you, Etta.
I want to thank David, y'all. Now that I have him on the screen, this wasn't supposed to be a series. This was gonna be one live stream. I reached out to David. I had to convince him a little bit because he was like, "No, Rod, I don't know about that now." Yeah. And then he done talked way more knowledgeable than I have. Way more, and I love it. And because once I thought about it, I said, man, I'm going to turn this into a series. So I want to thank David for, I don't care if we have 50 people that watch this series. It's going to be because of David Jackson, because I would have never did it had he not said he would do this show. So thank you, David.
No problem. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
We got the name. Thank you. It's still being said on a database because it's true. It is evil. However, it's true, David. It's full of monetary benefits as well. Yeah, it can be evil, but most of the stuff we do can be money. They said money to root all evil, but we got to have it to survive.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know, and I agree with anything can have bad results.
Right. That's true.
All right, y'all. I got 1 minute and something. I'm not going to even keep this going, man. Again, you have witnessed greatness, and that is not Rod. It's David Jackson. Anybody that I have on here, I have a high regard for on any channel that I have. Anybody that I ask to come on, and if I haven't asked you just because I ain't got to you yet, don't worry, I'm coming. I got my list. I'm checking it twice. I'm like Santa Claus, baby. I just go from January to January. But if I haven't reached out, I guarantee you, and not necessarily this channel, it might be for an interview. If you want to come on this channel and talk about your finances, please do, man. This is not about how smart someone is. This is not about how not smart someone is. This is about information sharing. Let's stop using excuses we don't know. Let's stop using excuses nobody teaching us. Let's stop using it. Oh, I didn't think of that, because now you're going to have the Rods, the Davids, the Charles, the Susans, the Sharons, the Shaniquas, the Tyrones, the Neck Bones, and everybody else come on here, and we're going to hear their perspective. I don't care if it's under the mattress. I don't care if it's in the Gatorade jar. I don't care if it's at Goldman Sachs Bank. Wherever people putting their money, I want to hear about it, because somebody can learn from it.
That's true.
And we going to come up, y'all. I put a post on Instagram today. I put this on everything. I'm going to go down swinging to get as many people as I can up to a level of financial literacy. I can't tell you I'm going to get you rich, but I can get you up to a level of financial literacy where you're going to know enough to be dangerous in a good way. And that's to make money whether you turn left or right. Do y'all know I make money sitting at a red light? I don't own a red light. I ain't got no investment in red light. I make money just sitting at the red light because something I'm doing in that car, I'm getting paid from. Even when I'm just letting the car run the gas run. Hey, I got stock in Exxon. That's where I get my gas from. Guess what? When I don't go there, I go to Kroger. I got to get stock in Kroger. That mindset.
Yeah.
I went the other night and told them this is ludicrous. I got to stand in line this long. I'm a shareholder. Y'all ain't got about 20 shares. What meeting I'm going to? Nothing. But I got the buy. Hey, y'all. Much love, David. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. Thanks for
go ahead, David. I'm sorry.
No, I said thanks for having me.
Hey, man, anytime, man. Remember, y'all, please have a blessed and prosperous weekend. Tell somebody you care about them. Share this out with somebody, your cousin, your cousin's cousin. Matter of fact, share it out with somebody you don't like, because if they busy watching me, they ain't got time to be messing with you. And as always, shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you're going to be amongst the stars. I can guarantee you. I will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, fire, knowledge, fireworks, firecrackers, bottle rockets. But more importantly, I'm going to be showing you how to invest on a budget. Till the next time, we're going to holler at y'all. I'm going to play a little music just to get us out of here. David, if you can give me a half a second, I just want to thank you. Give me a half a second. I'm going to take David down, get us out of here. Much love. I'm going to go through these comments while the music playing, then I'm going to hit this button and we out of here, y'all. Much love, y'all.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything?